Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Speak English Flow, your warm, honest place to learn real English through natural, everyday conversation. I'm Emma.
And I'm Mohin. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. If you are new here, welcome. Please sit, relax. No grammar police here.
No tests, no pressure.
Just real English, the kind people actually speak.
Today's episode is one I have wanted to make for a long time.
Because the past tense, everyone learns it. Past simple, I walked, she ate, he went.
The rule is easy.
But using it the way native speakers use it, that is a different story.
Exactly. There are small habits, small choices native speakers make with past tense, and nobody puts them in a textbook.
Nobody.
So today, we open that door. If this sounds useful, please subscribe, hit the bell. It helps more learners find us.
And share this with one friend who is learning English. One friend. That small action changes someone's day.
Okay, let's go. Let me tell you about a listener. His name is Tariq. He lives in Morocco and works at a hotel. Front desk.
A front desk job. You speak to people all day.
All day. Different countries, different accents. And Tariq told us, I know past tense. I studied it for 3 years. But when a guest asks me what happened, I freeze.
He freezes because knowing the rule and using it in real conversation, they are not the same muscle.
Exactly. They are not the same muscle. Tariq knew I walked, I talked, I explained, but when he spoke, it sounded stiff, textbook, not natural.
Like reading a sentence instead of speaking one.
Exactly. So Tariq started listening differently. He stopped studying grammar charts. He started noticing, how do native speakers actually move through a past tense story?
And?
Little by little, his sentences started to flow. A guest said to him last month, you speak very naturally.
From a hotel guest, that is real feedback.
That is real. And today, the 4 tools Tariq discovered, the 4 things nobody taught him in school.
But we are teaching them today.
Today, right now, let's start with Tool 1. Tool 1. Native speakers rarely use past simple alone in a story. They mix it with past continuous.
Mix? What does that mean exactly?
Think of it like a movie. Past continuous is the background music. It was already playing. Past simple is the thing that happens on screen, suddenly.
Oh, like I was walking to the kitchen and then I saw a spider.
Exactly. Was walking is the background. Saw is the moment.
So past continuous sets the scene, past simple brings the action.
One image, a stage with soft lighting, that is past continuous. Then a spotlight turns on, that is past simple. One sentence, she was reading when the phone rang.
Instead of saying, she read, the phone rang, which sounds like a list.
Say this, she was reading when the phone rang. That is how native speakers tell stories.
The background and the moment, together.
Tool 2. Native speakers love used to, but learners almost never use it correctly in conversation.
I know used to. It means something happened in the past, but not now.
Right. But here is what nobody teaches. Used to is emotional. It carries feeling. It says, that was a different version of me.
Oh, like, I used to be afraid of speaking English. That is not just information. That is a small story about change.
Exactly. Think of it like an old photograph. You pick it up, you see a younger you. Used to is that photograph in sentence form.
One image, old photograph of yourself. One sentence, I used to wake up at 5 a.m. every day.
Instead of, before I woke up at 5 a.m., which is correct, but flat.
Save this, I used to wake up at 5 a.m. every day. Now it has life. It has before and after.
That is the feeling native speakers reach for.
Used to, the photograph sentence. I will remember that.
Tool 3. Learners use past simple for actions. I walked, I ate, I went. But native speakers also use it for feelings, and that changes everything.
Feelings in past simple?
Yes, I felt nervous. I loved that moment. I didn't understand why. These are not actions, they are feelings, and native speakers mix them into stories naturally.
Like, I walked in, I saw her face, and I felt something was wrong.
Exactly. 3 past simples. One action, one feeling. That is how a real story moves.
Think of it like a river. The actions are the current, moving forward. The feelings are the depth underneath.
One image. River with current on top, depth below. One sentence. I tried to explain, but I didn't know how.
Instead of only, I explained, add the feeling layer.
Say this. I tried, I didn't know how, I felt lost. Now it is a real human moment.
Actions carry the story. Feelings make it human.
Tool 4. In textbooks, past tense sentences are long. Yesterday, I went to the market and I bought some vegetables. Correct, but not how people actually speak.
How do people actually speak?
Short, fast, fragmented. Went to the market, got some things, came back. Native speakers chop it up in casual conversation.
Oh, like texting with your mouth.
Exactly, texting with your mouth. Short bursts, no extra words. The listener fills in the gaps.
Think of it like a drum beat, short, sharp, one beat at a time.
One image, a drum beat, short and sharp. One sentence, left early, took the train, got there just in time.
Instead of, I left early, and then I took the train, and I arrived just in time.
Save this. Left early, took the train, got there just in time. That is a native speaker telling a quick story.
Short sentences, real rhythm. That is tool 4.
Now, sentence starters. These are ready-made phrases. You can use them today.
Repeat after me, or say them later with your own words.
Starter 1. I was just sitting there when...
I was just sitting there when I heard the news.
Starter 2. I used to think that...
I used to think that grammar was the most important thing.
Starter 3. I tried, but I didn't...
I tried, but I didn't know what to say.
Starter 4. Left early, got there, and then...
Left early, got there, and then everything changed.
These 4 starters, one for each tool. Use one today, in a message, out loud, anywhere.
One is enough.
Word tour time. 3 words. These appear in natural, past tense stories, and learners often miss them.
Word 1.
Froze. Past tense of freeze, but not temperature. Emotion.
I froze. Like your body stopped. Your mind went blank.
Exactly. He asked me a question and I just froze. That is a real human feeling. One image, a deer in headlights, completely still. One sentence, she froze when she heard his name.
Froze. I froze. She froze. We froze. Good word.
Word 2, realized.
I realized that moment when something becomes clear.
Like a light turning on in a dark room. Suddenly, you see. I realized I was on the wrong train. One sentence, I realized I had forgotten my phone.
The light turning on. Perfect.
Word 3, ended up.
Ended up. That sounds casual. What does it mean?
It means the final result, often unexpected. I went for a walk and ended up at the beach. You do not plan the beach, it just happened.
Like life taking you somewhere new. I ended up staying for 3 hours.
Ended up, the unexpected destination. Beautiful word for stories.
Froze, realized, ended up. 3 tools for storytelling.
Let's bring it home. Today, 4 things nobody teaches you about past tense.
Tool 1. Mix past simple with past continuous, background and moment together.
Tool 2, used to, is the photograph sentence. It holds emotion.
Tool 3. Add feelings, not just actions. Actions carry the story, feelings make it human.
Tool 4, use short, sharp sentences in conversation. Texting with your mouth.
And 3 words, froze, realized, ended up.
Tariq from Morocco learned these tools, and a hotel guest told him, "You speak very naturally."
Not because he studied more rules, because he noticed how real people speak.
That is the shift, from rules to rhythm.
You know the grammar, now you know the music inside it.
And that changes everything.
Exactly.
Before you go, one question for the comments.
Tell us, which tool surprised you the most today? Tool 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Write your answer below. We read every comment.
And if this episode helped you, share it. One friend, that is enough.
Subscribe if you haven't. New episodes regularly.
Thank you for being here. Keep going. Every word counts.
I'm Emma.
And I'm Mohin. See you next time on Speak English Flow.
Bye, everyone.